What's up, YouTube? Shaun Milligan back again, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm a realtor here with Century 21 Boling, and this week we are talking about things for veterans to do while they're in Myrtle Beach. We've got a long list of stuff to go through here, and this all came about from a veteran who watches these videos. John T. Brown reached out to me about a month ago and asked me to put something together. He is a Vietnam vet, and thank you for your service, Mr. Brown. It is appreciated. This kind of hits close to home for me because I am the son of a veteran. My grandfather was a Marine who spent some time in Germany. My father was in the Air Force. He was an air traffic controller. He passed away when I was very young, and spent a lot of time in a VA hospital up in Raleigh-Durham area, which is about a 4-hour ride from here. So it was really hard to visit him, being it was that far away. I was just a kid. My mother drug us back and forth as much as she could, but we didn't have the facilities here. And that's really the first thing I want to mention for all of you vets that are watching. And if you're not a vet and this doesn't interest you, I totally understand that, but maybe you have somebody in your life, a friend or family member that is a vet, please forward this video to them. They'll probably find it useful. For those of you who are sticking around to watch, I want to tell you about something that just came up in the last couple of weeks here. It was announced that Myrtle Beach is going to get a VA clinic. It is, I believe they are breaking ground on it as this video is being filmed. From what I've gathered so far, and I've got a very good link for you below, one of the local TV stations has did a piece on this. There's a video down there and a very long article on it, so please read up on that. It says it's going to be about 100,000 square feet. And should be finished in late 2020. They're talking about handing over the keys, so to speak, in November of 2020. And that's big for anybody that lives here. You have to go either to that Raleigh-Durham area, or closer would be Charleston, South Carolina, about 2 to 2.5 hours south of us. If you have any sort of significant medical condition and you have to visit a VA clinic, it's a 2.5 hour ride. So having this right here in our backyard is huge. For those that live here, and as a realtor, I can tell you, I talked to a lot of people who are considering moving to this area, but not having that facility here is a big deal. And a lot of them opt for Charleston, Somerville, Orangeburg area, so they can be closer to more VA facilities. So that's a big deal. Check out that link that I've got below. I think you'll find that very helpful if you're considering moving here. And in that email that Mr. Brown sent me, he asked specifically for some information on VFW, Legion Halls, and AMVET. And I could list a lot of things I found on the websites, but that would make this video useless in about 6 months because those things change all the time. So I have links below for what we've got here are a couple of different VFWs. There's one in the Little River area and one in Murrells Inlet. Links to their websites are below. They have a calendar of events on the page. It's going to change all the time, so you can always see what's going on there, as well as some American Legion posts in Little River and Murrells Inlet, and an Horry County website. So all of those websites are links below. There's several of them. Check out the website. They're going to have calendar events up in one of the tabs, and it'll tell you everything that's coming up. And the Horry County, our Horry County website has a list of different events and different links for you to jump to that are going to tell you other things that are going on, stuff that you might want to be involved in. And also very important, again, there's a link for this. The VFW in early 2019, less than a month ago, has released an app. So instead of having to go to all these different websites, it's my understanding that this app you can put on your smartphone is going to link all of that into one place that you can look at events and find out what's happening in your area, not just Myrtle Beach. So wherever you're traveling to, this VFW app is going to be very useful to you as a vet. So please take a look at that link below. Go to your app store, try to download that. If you have any trouble, reach out to me and I'll help you get it figured out. I also put a link down below for the Veterans Golf Classic that's coming up in mid-May. I believe it's the 19th and 20th of May. I mentioned that because their website has a lot of good information that links you to other things that are going on in the area. So check out their calendar events and see what they've got going on. And you know, this whole video sounds like I'm sending you the links below, and I kind of am, because that's the best way you find things that are constantly happening. While you're in town, though, I suggest that you go to the Veterans Cafe and Grill. This is on the south end, and something I failed to mention a minute ago, that VA clinic is going to be in the Market Common area. So that's what used to be the old Myrtle Beach Air Force Base will now have that VA facility. And just across from the entrance to that is this Veterans Cafe and Grill. And I'm going to throw some pictures in there for you to take a look at that. They don't have a website, but they do have a Facebook page. I'll put the address and phone number below as well in case you're not handy with Facebook. So you can go check them out. They do a lot of stuff. I actually pass this area quite often, and there's always some event going on in the parking lot. The parking lot's usually full at lunch and dinner time. So it's a great place when you're in town if you want to hang out amongst other vets or have lunch or dinner somewhere, and I believe they serve breakfast as well. You hang out among other vets and find out what's going on in the area from someone that is a veteran. This is a great place to go. So their link is going to be below. I've got some pictures on the screen for you. And then finally, something you should visit while you're here if you're not familiar with it yet. Again, the old Myrtle Beach Air Force Base is now Market Common. The front entrance to Market Common off of Business 17, you're going to see Warbird Park. And here are a couple of pictures for you to take a look at that. That's something, just a little interesting side note. You may want to stop by there and take a look at that place. But for all of you veterans that are interested in what's happening in Myrtle Beach, please check out the links below. And also in that article about our VA clinic coming up, there's a kind of a timeline in there, and you can probably keep referring back to that article. Or if you have questions about what's going on with that later in the year or at any time, reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you with it. Hopefully you find that information useful. The links below should be useful for you to help you find something to do while you're here. I hope this was a good information for you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification so you know when the next video comes up. Sorry it's taken so long to get this one out, but this is a part-time thing for me. I have a full-time job that I'm at all day long. So again, thanks for watching, and have a good day.